And here we go, day 2. How exciting. I'm so excited. I know some of y'all are finishing it really fast. I'm trying to get the videos made and uploaded as soon as I can for you, especially because I know some of us do better when we hear it and the teacher can explain it, which is me. And the best part is you get to still see me. You can always find the stuff back at that YouTube channel where I'm posting all of our things for you. So here we go. Today's assignment, 3.24, front page news. This whole coronavirus has totally taken over the news. Like, come on, what happened to the Kardashians and everything else that's going on in the entertainment industry? But it's okay. It's important for us to know what's going on in the world, and we've talked a lot about making sure that we look at multiple news sources. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 3.24, front page news. Or not. There we go. Come on, come on. Okay. And so our directions say the coronavirus or COVID-19 is all over the news. Every news network is running it as their headline story, except ESPN, because that's all about Tom Brady leaving the New England Patriots. What did he do? He went to Tampa Bay, right? Like, doesn't everybody from New England go down to Florida? I mean, come on. Disney World's there. He's got small kids. It's gonna work out great. This activity will have you looking at the front page of the big 3 news networks: Fox News, MSNBC, and CNN. You will look for their main headline and how many coronavirus stories they have. You will then compare for similarities and differences for the big 3. If you need any help and you have any questions, just send me a message. So here we go. I have mine up. You can, of course, put yours into Good Notes so you can write on it for you. So I'm going to go ahead and download it just so that I can bring it up better for us to see. Let me see. Show in Finder. Now I want to bring it up on my preview just like this. So it's a little bit easier for me to read. If I go like this. So let me make it big. Come on, come on, come on. All right, so here we go. Here is the front page. You can see this story goes actually far back. It goes, I think, back to December or November. But on here, we start in January. We have people wearing masks in Hong Kong. That was January 23rd, 2020. Workers disinfect Tehran subway against coronavirus. That was February 26th. And then March 13th, President Trump holds news conference on coronavirus. All right, the next page, the news up at the top, it says the big 3. America's most popular news networks are Fox News with 2.57 million viewers, MSNBC with 1.8 million viewers, and CNN with 1 million viewers. The front page. The front page of a newspaper or news webpage is the most important page. It has the best stories that hook the readers to continue reading. It has the stories that will have the greatest impact on people. A quick scan will give the audience a sense of what is happening in the world, in case you've missed it, and they can choose to learn more. It is also an extension of the core values of the publisher, so we can figure out a whole lot from that front page of who they like, who they support, what ideas they support, right there in the very beginning. In the United States, there are the big 3 news networks. These news networks report the same main stories on their front pages. Pretty much, they're almost the same. They have a responsibility to educate the public on what is going on in the world. Although they cover the same events, each network has its own presentation and focus. We've talked about that this year, a lot of the different ways that different news networks present stuff. You know what I'm talking about. In this activity, you will look at the big 3 and compare their front pages and reporting of the current world events, the coronavirus pandemic. Ooh, yeah, see, I totally can do sound effects. All right, so here we go. On the next page, you start with Fox News, then MSNBC, and then CNN. It's the same questions for all 3. You're gonna tell me what is the main headline on the page. So if I look at the page, I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Okay, the main headline, if I go to my Fox News page, here we go. I have it right here. You can bring this up on your Safari app on your iPad. The main headline is going to be right here at the top. Now, obviously, depending on when you get on, there's going to be different main headlines. So everybody should have different stuff. If I click on MSNBC, my main headline, right there at the top again. See how it sticks out? That's the main story that we're going to want to read. And then CNN, right there, it's right over here. It's the one that's a little bit bigger and highlighted. So there we go. So that is our main headline. So make sure that you write them down for both. The second question for each of them, how many times do you see the word coronavirus or COVID-19 on the front page? So all you're going to do is you're going to scan through the front page, and as many times as you see it, you're going to count it. So 1 right there, 2, I might have a little tally going right next to me so I can just count it down. So for each of the pages, I'm going to go through and count how many times I see it. COVID-19 right there, there's 1, 2, 3. So I'm just going to go through it and count the number of times that I'm going to see it on there. All right, here we go. The next question. What article about COVID-19 catches your eye? So if there's any that, you read the title and you're like, oh, hey, that could be interesting, and you want to, and it catches your eye, it hooks you, because hooking in a headline is important. We're going to do a headline activity tomorrow. Write that title down. So you're just scanning. We're not reading any articles. We're just scanning through what's on that front page. All right, and the why. So tell me why it hooked you. Were there words in it? Was there a picture with it? What made you want to read it? And then finally, how do images on the front page support the headline stories? So if you look, you'll notice lots of different images that we see, lots of different things going on. So if there's anything that kind of sticks out to you on the story, like, oh my goodness, thousands of stolen coronavirus masks found and donated as arrest made. That is horrible with what is going on in our medical community today, and them trying to make sure they have enough safety equipment. So that's your activity for today, right here once again. So it's really easy. And then, sorry, not done. I'm going to go to the last page. After viewing the Big 3 News web pages, complete the Venn diagram to compare their similarities. Each section's, it should just have one S. Sorry, it shouldn't have an S at all. Each section only needs one similarity or a difference. So you're looking, all 3, of course, are going to talk about the coronavirus. And so you're going to write that in there for your similarities, but maybe trying to see similarities between the other ones. And this is just a really quick look. It's not going in depth. It's not reading articles. It's not meant to be scary. So you're going to fill this in. And then you're going to submit it back to me in Schoology, just like you know how. I hope that you guys are all doing good. I hope you're staying inside like you're supposed to, or in your backyard, or things like that. I've kind of binge watched all my Netflix series. My kids talked me into getting Disney Plus because, but I get to relive my childhood, and we watched Lady and the Tramp and Lion King and my favorite, Frozen, because in the end, we're going to let it go. Hope we get back to school soon. You can tell Miss Housen's bored. My kids don't like it when I entertain them. My kids stop laughing. I know y'all would be laughing right now with me, but that's okay. So message me if you need my help. Schoology, I get on 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. is my official time to be on, but of course I'll always try to answer any stuff that you need, or if you have any questions, or if you just want to be like, hey, yo, Miss Housen, what's up? Got a little secret. I started a House in History TikTok. I haven't done anything on it. I'm a little bit afraid, but I'm totally going to share it out with you guys. You can find stuff on Instagram, House in History, and Twitter, just to see kind of what we're doing and how we're doing it and how I'm going to help you and every great thing that's going on. And I totally woke up this morning, and I did my hair more than usual, and I bought a new coffee mug just to make myself happy. I know you guys would love it. It says, I teach. What's your superpower? So think about what your superpower is as you're sitting at home with nothing to do. Love you guys. Bye.